What's going on, guys? This is Bunny Muffins. I got an interesting video today. So I got access to Legends of Runeterra, which is a new League of Legends card game. As a former Hearthstone player, this game got me super excited. I can't wait for this game to come out. But I'm going to give you guys a quick preview of what it looks like. If I had to sum up what this game was in words, I'd say it's kind of a mix between Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering. If you guys have played those games, the interface is super simple. You get 1 mana per turn, but there is an interesting mechanic where both players play their turn simultaneously, and only one person can attack per round. It is similar to Magic in that you can declare blockers, you could play spells during both players' turns, because there isn't really one person's turns. It kind of goes back and forth. As Riot says, for every action, there's a reaction, but I think this is going to be super fun. Let's just go into a quick preview of the gameplay, and then, but I got really excited about this. I want to show the people without access to this game what it looks like and how it feels, just to give you guys a quick rundown of the basic game mechanics. So here we are getting into a match. You can only play normal games right now, but it's just the closed beta, so it's not even beta, it's in a preview, so the ranking doesn't really matter that much. But you get the same mulligan as you do in Hearthstone. You get to choose and replace cards. You don't get punished for like in Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to replace some of my more expensive units. I don't really know the deck I'm playing. I actually didn't take a look at it beforehand, so I have no idea what type of mana curve that we have. But after playing this, I can see that this is a pretty aggressive deck. This is the Elise deck. But yeah, the mulligan's the same. You still have to wait for your opponents. So the one difference between this and Hearthstone is that you can't AFK on your turn. You have to be there the whole time because there's a lot of back and forth, which makes it more engaging. I felt like Hearthstone, I multitask every time I played Hearthstone, so at least with this game, similar to TFT, you'll have to be fully into it before you get going. So since we're going second, enemy player's going first. He just plays a minion based on his 1 mana curve, and then I can just play mine. Pretty standard turn-based card game. I end up just playing the 1-cost minion because the Blade's Edge spell doesn't really get much value on his guy, and I choose not to block as well just because a 2-1 stronger than a 1-1. So pretty basic stuff. You want to get the most value out of each mana that you spend, so it's a no-brainer not to kill that unit that he has out on the field and just take the life points as damage. Here I just play the 2-cost minion over the 1-cost just because it's more efficient use of mana. One interesting mechanic in this game, which you'll see later, is that on these 3 dots over here, you could actually store mana for the next turn, which is very interesting because you don't have to force yourself to spend all your mana every turn. The one caveat is that you can only use these 3 manas for spells. And here you can see me right-clicking everything, and you could actually go into the full artwork of each of the cards, which is pretty cool. But honestly, I was just trying to find out what each card does. So after I declare an attack, he can only choose 1 person to block instead of 2. He buffed his unit here, so he ends up getting a pretty good value trade there. But yeah, it's pretty much you declare attackers, enemy declares defenders, and only 1 person can attack per turn. There's no tapping or anything like in Magic, which I kind of like because it gives the units more flexibility. You can both block and attack with them. You don't feel as restrictive. Here we can see we could play something with the battle cry effect, similar to Hearthstone. When someone's summoned, they do something. This person gains stats for each unit out. We have some units who can't block. We have units with trample. A lot of the same mechanics as you see in other card games, but it's cool to play with all the League of Legends characters, and this whole attacker-defender thing is pretty new, at least to me. I don't think I've seen this before. One of the unique things about this game is that there's a concept called leveling up. My Darius, as you see, he just leveled up once the enemy's below 10 health, and he gains 4 attacks. So that's a pretty cool mechanic that isn't really found in any other card game. A lot of the other characters have that as well, some of the main ones from League of Legends. So that's really cool. They're kind of like the champion card or something like that. But most of them just gain stats. Some of them have a small effect. All really cool stuff. That's brand new to me, at least. Have you guys experienced anything similar to that in other card games? Let me know down in the comment section down below. But here I'm just finishing this person off. Overall, I think this is going to be a pretty cool game. I'm going to be playing a lot more TFT today, but maybe once this game comes out, maybe I'll do a little bit of both. Not really too sure. Hope you guys enjoyed this preview. I think this game's going to be awesome. similar to Hearthstone, but not quite the same. It's got a lot of new mechanics that you have to learn and play around. And I like the whole interactive nature of it, such as both you and your opponent playing on both turns. Not really something that you see in too many other card games, especially not Hearthstone. Hearthstone was pretty much solitaire. But yeah, that should be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Just one thing to note: none of the loot that you get from this game transfers over to your main account once the game comes out. But yeah, don't feel like you're missing out on anything because they're gonna do account resets later. So there's no really much reason to play other than for fun right now. You don't need to go grind and get loot and feel behind if you don't have it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.